Welcome, history fanatics, to Mrs. Heron's video playlist, where you will get the best of the best in social studies.
Hinduism is the ancient religion of India. It's the third largest religion in the world with over 1 billion followers. And the majority of Hindus do live in India, which is the only Hindu majority country in the world. For many people, it's very difficult to understand what Hinduism is, because in so many ways, it is more like a disorganized religion than an organized religion. Hinduism has no founder. It has no common language, no common deity, no common scripture, no common ritual. All of the things that we think about when we think about bounded, organized religion. Most Hindus would believe that we all have a soul, and that soul is a reflection of God. So that individual soul that we all possess means that our natures are inherently divine, that we can know God by going inside of ourselves. For Hindus, the soul is reincarnated over many lifetimes, and the goal of Hindu life is to achieve liberation from the cycle of rebirth, liberation from the cycle of suffering. For Hindus, it's not just that humans have a soul, but all sentient beings have a soul, including animals. So in India, one will see the multiplicity of depictions of the divine. You will see the divine represented in animal form, for example. One way to think about this notion of our souls being inherently divine is through the Hindu greeting of Namaste, which is a traditional greeting in India. And it literally means the divinity within me acknowledges and salutes the divinity within you. So in this simple greeting, we see a core Hindu theological belief that's articulated. In the most ancient Hindu text, the Rig Veda, there is a verse that says, "God is one, but the wise call God by many names," or "Truth is one, but the wise call truth by many names." So built right into the heart of the tradition is this notion of pluralism. There is no way to convert to Hinduism. It's different strokes for different folks. When I was growing up as a Hindu, my parents would tell me there are many paths up the mountain, but they're all leading to the same place. And so at its core, Hinduism has a great deal of respect for the other world religious traditions and recognizes them as equally legitimate paths to understanding ourselves and understanding God.
Dating as far back as 2000 BC, Hinduism is the world's oldest surviving religion and is practiced by over 700 million people worldwide. It is a combination of several Indian religions and Aryan religious beliefs. All of these religious beliefs and practices were recorded in an ancient Aryan text called the Vedas. That means knowledge. They are written in one of the oldest known languages, Sanskrit, and they also describe early Aryan culture and ways of life. The Vedas were handed down by Aryan priests called Brahmins, who for hundreds of years used oral tradition to pass down these practices. By around 500 BC, ancient India was divided into distinct classes, also called caste system. People were born into their caste, and it was physically impossible to move into a different caste. This was because the only job a child could perform was the job of their parents, binding the family to that job for generations. Can you imagine being forced to perform the job of your parents with no choice otherwise? In the caste system, everyone had a place and a job assigned to him or her, and everyone relies on each other for the civilization to successfully run. However, as we've seen in the past, when there are different groups of people, some will have more power than others. That's the case of the untouchables, or the lowest of the low in the caste system. Certain aspects of Hinduism stay the same throughout the religion. One of these is the belief in three equally important gods: Brahma, the creator; Vishnu, the preserver; and Shiva, the destroyer. Together they are Brahman. Brahma was believed to have been born from a golden egg and to have created the universe and everything in it. Vishnu is believed to guide the humans and to protect them from evil. And Shiva is believed to occasionally destroy the universe and recreate it at will. Each of these is believed to also have their own families. There are several major tenets of Hinduism: the Upanishads, reincarnation, Dharma, and Ahimsa. The Upanishads are an ancient Hindu text written in the form of questions by students and responses by teachers. The Upanishads give us insight into another important part of Hinduism, reincarnation, or the rebirth of the soul. Hindus believe that every living creature possesses a soul, and when we die, it regenerates into the body of a new living creature. Where one soul ends up depends 100% on what a person did in their previous life. This may sound familiar, like karma. This is believed to be the only way to escape the caste system. The belief in reincarnation gave hope to people low in the caste system that when they died, they could move up, and if those above them mistreated them, they could move down. If one led a perfect life, they would join Brahman and not have to reincarnate anymore. In Hinduism, the only way to lead a perfect life was to follow dharma, or one's religious and moral duty. These are the caste, jobs, and roles that people play in Hindu society. Finally, ahimsa is the idea that people must remain non-violent at all costs to lead a perfect life. Hindus believe that Brahman is a part of every living creature. Thus, to hurt any living creature is also to harm the gods. Thus, many Hindus believe that they should lead a non-violent and even vegan lifestyle.